session 6 of Pleasing God. In this last session on Pleasing God, we need to look at the reality that there is a personal being whose whole aim is to stop us from living a life that is pleasing to God. His name is Satan, or the devil. A Christian professor once did a survey of his students and asked them how many believed in the existence of a personal devil. Only 10% said yes. And then he asked them how many believed in a personal being, God, and they all replied yes. And so this raised the question, why people are able to believe in a personal being that has good intentions, but not believe in a personal being that has evil intentions. Now most replied that yes, there was a force for evil in the world, but not a personal being. And think about that, it's not logical. A force is a neutral thing. You can't attribute moral characteristics to a magnetic field or to the wind. If there's a force for evil in the world, then there must be a personal being behind it, a being to whom we can attribute moral characteristics. The other reason for believing in a personal devil is that Jesus did. Now many would say Jesus was a person of his time and they believed in the devil at that time, so he went along with it. But Jesus corrected people's spiritual understanding in every area, so why would he just leave this one area alone? The importance of understanding that we have a personal enemy and he wants to lead us away from God is because it's, what we face. Jesus, when he prayed for his followers as he was preparing to leave them, says this, "My prayer is not that you take them out of the world, but that you protect them from the evil one." That's in John 17. And then when he was teaching them to pray, he gave them the outline of the prayer that we know as the Lord's Prayer. And one line is, "Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one." That's Matthew 6. Now modern translations tend to say deliver us from evil, but the Greek is quite specific. It's deliver us from the evil one. Why are we so reluctant to accept the reality of a devil or a personal being? And one of the reasons is the image of this silly little figure with horns and a pitchfork. A ridiculous figure. Why would you believe in that? It's not who the devil is. This came about in the Middle Ages when the church believed very firmly in the existence of the devil, that he was their enemy. They also knew that his great weakness was his pride. And we read about this in Ezekiel 28. It speaks of the creation of Satan because he is a created being, just like the angels. And God said of him, "You were anointed as guardian cherub, so I ordained you. You were on the holy mount of God. You were blameless in your ways from the day you were created till wickedness was found in you. So I drove you out in disgrace from the holy mount of God, and I expelled you, O guardian cherub. Your heart became proud on account of your beauty, and you corrupted your wisdom because of your splendour." There's another reference in Isaiah 14:14. And Satan's saying, "I will ascend to the tops of the cloud. I will make myself like the Most High." So to combat Satan, they thought the best thing to do was to ridicule him, and that would really make him mad. And so they started to draw these little caricature figures of a figure with cloven hoofs, horns, a pitchfork, just so that he would look ridiculous. Unfortunately, this is the image that has lasted and it's come down today and makes it difficult for people to believe in his reality. But we do have a personal enemy who wants to pull us down. We're told to resist him, but we need to be aware that he does exist and that his intentions towards us are not good.
Christ in us has all
Bye.